Alrighty, time for the meeting prep one. Now, this one is a little bit more abstract. Maybe I don't know if that's the right term. Active. It just really depends on you, your stack, your preferences a lot more than the other ones. So I wasn't 100% sure if I should include it, but I thought, why not? Hopefully, you'll find it helpful. And in my case, meeting prep means that I get the context. So I give a person, I say, okay, this person I'm going to have a meeting with. And then what it does, it goes into my sequencer, pulls out the data from there, and then looks at the campaigns that were launched from and all that. So I have that timeline right now. If you're using HubSpot, Salesforce, you can have it pull that in as well. Or you could say, as you have your Gmail, your calendar, etc., connected, or you can just give a list of, say, okay, these are people I have meetings with today. Run the meeting prep skill on all of them, and give me a table. And then before every call that you have a quick look at the table. Say, okay, this person I have a call with, great. So we're going to set the call up that way that it can work with both, right? Where you can give it a list of people, a person, or it can look at your well, I don't have my calendar connected, but we'll just add it in there. Say, okay, if there's a calendar connected, or maybe you have it through your CRM, you can go into HubSpot and see, okay, demo schedule date is today, and just at the beginning of every morning you run that. That's the idea. So that's a skill that we're going to build now in the exact same format as we have always done it. Just keeping in mind that depending on the tools you have connected, if you have your HubSpot, Salesforce under here, then just you pull those in and you think about, okay, which flow makes the most sense for me? Do I run this once at the beginning of every day, or just before every meeting? It just depends on how you usually work. Just think about how you usually work, how you would ideally like to work, and you reverse engineer that, and that's how you build this skill. So I'm going to show you how I built this for myself, and then hopefully that allows you to build it for you. If not, drop a question and we can just build it out for you as well. So here's the idea. Let's jump back into talking with Cloud. Alrighty, Cloud, we are back again, and we are building a meeting prep skill. So what I want to do is I want to be able to either give you the LinkedIn profile or email from a person, and you go into instantly and you find that person and you look at the context and the history of our conversation and the timeline, or the moment I have my CRM connected, you pull that record from our CRM as well, and you include all the history there in the meeting call prep. So that is for one person, but there could also be a time where I would ask you to look at all the meetings I have today, and then you generate that same report for all those meetings, but you present it to me in a table format so I can easily scan it before every single call. And in that case, you need to look at objects within my CRM that have a demo scheduled status, and they're assigned to me. And the date is today, as in the date I'm asking you for the report. That's how that works. What I want in the meeting prep is any historical conversations that we've had. So a timeline of the different conversations, and notes that we have, either that is in the CRM sequencer, anywhere else where you can find notes or tags or anything like that. And I want a quick overview summary of that person and the details that we have on them. And I want you to present it in text format unless it is for a list. And then I want it to be in a table. There you go. And that's how we're building that skill. We just need to add the command, only trigger this for this command, which is pre-call prep. We use it like that. We're building a media prep skill. Use your skill, building skill. There we go. The same error. I have no idea why it keeps doing that, but it's working, and that's what matters. So it's building the skill, building the meeting prep skill, and that is just another part of our agent workforce. And then we're almost there. We're very productive today. We're doing a great job at building or rebuilding all of these agents. And that allows me to quickly dive into here. We already talked about connectors, etc. So I have all these connectors here. You can connect your calendar search right here, and then you can just simply tell it, okay, look at what I have on my calendar for today, find those people in my CRM, or in my sequencer, and then I want to know this and this about them. You can tell it to do more research on the company. But if you already did that research in the past, then it's able to find that research and surface it again. And you can then say, okay, um, send me your report in Slack, for example, or give it in a table so that I can just quickly have it here on the side of my screen, or send an email. You just pull up the email. The format where you want it, that's obviously up to you. You can even have it build a full HTML page in here, and you can just look at it on a website. So connect your calendar, connect your CRM. In my case, I have my sequencer and all the stuff connected, and just can pull from all of those different sources. And at the beginning of every day, you just send a quick voice note, or you just type in a comment to Claude saying, okay, tell me who I'm meeting with today, what I need to know. And that's everything. It really is that easy. There we go. So here's your pre-call prep skill. Here's how it breaks down. So the two mode, single person, give it an email, LinkedIn URL, or name plus company. It searches, in my case, instantly for the lead, pulls all email history and campaign data, then runs some quick web searches for context. Or bulk mode, say pre-call prep today, and it queries your CRM for all demos scheduled today assigned to you. Again, I could have instructed it and said, I have my calendar connected. Just look at my calendar. That is a little bit more foolproof, because it's easy. You can just look at your calendar for today. But if your CRM is tidy, then it should be able to pull that from your CRM as well. So as that, I'm gonna download this as well. Download this skill, pre-call prep skill. Download it. Then have a look at how it prepped it for you. Maybe there's some other stuff that you want in there, don't want in there. You can just keep chatting with Claude and just optimizing your skill that way, because we are one-shotting everything, as they say. And then we are good to go with this skill, and we can keep going with the post call, which is going to be very, very similar, except that we're going to work with call transcripts, and we're going to do a competitor, battle card competitor one as well. And then we have our workforce, and I will show you how to pull everything together, and maybe a bit more theory here and there, just to make sure that you really know what's going on, that you have all the skills, pun intended, by the way, that you need to make this happen. So let's keep it moving.